Hey you guys, it's Teresa here with the Narc Remedy, and today's topic is going to be about trauma bonds part 2. But before we jump into the topic, I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, share the video, guys, share the video so we can grow, and also put your notification bells on so you guys can be notified every time I post new content like this. Let's begin. Okay, so you guys, trauma bonds part 2. So I defined what trauma bonds were, and I also gave you the signs that you could be trauma bonded. Now, on this video, I'm going to give you my own personal experiences that bonded me, like the trauma that bonded me to the narcissist. Okay? So, guys, I'm going to be straight up with y'all. I didn't even know I was trauma bonded. I just thought I was in love with him, and I knew I couldn't leave him alone. And guys, I'm also comfortable with sharing my traumas because I'm over it now. So the first trauma was when he gave me chlamydia, and he gaslighted me and made me think that I gave it to him when I know darn well I wasn't sleeping around with nobody. Then he said, "It's all right, we're going to get through it." The doctor said it could have been any one of us that gave it to each other. So he knew he was BSing me because in the beginning he was like, he was really upset. He was really mad, like, "Oh, you gave me this," and blah, 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 blah. And then he flipped it and was like, "Oh, it's all right. It's just something that we're going through. We're going to get past it. The doctor say, I could have gave it to you. You could have gave it to me." And then, peep this, y'all. He went to the hospital. He couldn't go to the doctor because, men don't like to go to the doctor. He went to the hospital under a different name because he had a warrant out for him, like a arrest warrant for him. The second trauma is I got in a car accident with him when I was pregnant with my first set of twins. It was trauma for me. I don't know if he had been in a car accident before, but that was my first time being in a car accident, especially my second pregnancy, but it was with my twins. So it was very traumatic because, I got hit in my belly, like the big crash. I got hit in my belly. So that was very traumatic. I was very upset. I was working at the time, so I had to take off work and everything like that. So it was a mess, you guys. The next trauma is he went to prison while I was pregnant with my first set of twins. This was very traumatic because I felt like the person who loved by me. So if you can imagine, he loved by me, spoiled me, and then now he has to go and do a 2-year bid. And I'm pregnant with 2 of his kids. How traumatic is that? The next trauma, my daughter was sick in the hospital with a tumor. It wasn't cancerous, but it was a tumor, and he was semi there, but he still came with the chaos because I remember I hadn't talked to him in about a year, and my cousin told him we were at the hospital with his daughter. She's sick, blah, blah, blah. He called up there and I talked to him. He was like, "Oh, I don't want to start any trouble. I just want to see if she's all right." So I'm like, "Okay." So he asked about visitation. I'm like, "Oh, visitation is closed at the hospital right now. So, you might have to come tomorrow." This fool come up here anyway and come see us. Then he spends the night there downstairs because only one parent could be in the room at the time. So he spends the night downstairs in the hospital. And then the next morning, he's trying to buy me everything out the cafeteria and, "Oh, I'm sorry," and blah, 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 blah. I told my girlfriend, he had the nerve to tell me, "Oh, I told my girlfriend, we over, I'm back with my baby mama." And I'm like, okay. Then, he tried to keep me from talking to my daughter in the hospital because we would switch nights. Like I would stay one night and then he would stay one night. So the night that he stayed, I called out there and was like, oh, let me speak to you. He was like, why you keep calling up here? My daughter's sick and I want to see how she's doing. Why are you answering the phone? Anyway, that was a whole mess. And then it was like a part of him that he tried to connect, because when she was about to have surgery, he was laying on me and was like, man, I'm just so sad. I don't know what to do. She's about to have surgery. I hope she's okay, blah, blah, blah. Because we couldn't go back there while she was having surgery. But it was a whole mess. Something I would never want to go through again. And it was very traumatic. We aggressively, physically fought once, and he pulled my hair and he spit on me, I spit on him, I keyed his car, threw his phone in the pond, It was just a whole lot of you guys. Like, we physically fought. The next trauma, I felt very suicidal when I was with him. I felt very alone when I was with him. Because of all the back and forth, the confusion, the blocking and unblocking, you guys, I was just tired. And I was like, I might as well just unalive myself, because this can't be life. And then the twin labor and delivery. He was there when I had a C-section for the second set of twins. He did sign the birth certificate. So it's kind of like they be in, but then they have to hurry up and push out. They have to hurry up and get out emotionally. To be honest, this is what made me deeper in the trauma, because I regained respect for him. How do you regain respect for somebody? But anyways, you guys, I did. I regained respect for him because he was there for me when I had the C-section. He held my hand, but you can tell he was connected. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, you can tell he was connected but not connected. And then he was very overprotective of the newborns. Like, he didn't want nobody over, blah, blah, blah. I had lost a lot of blood with that delivery, and I needed a blood transfusion, and he was there. He didn't leave the hospital or anything. So I was really grateful for that, you guys. A lot of traumas I don't remember, or I probably don't think they're traumas, but they are. But those are some of the bigger ones. Okay, you guys. I didn't have many childhood traumas, except for I grew up in poverty. But I sure had a lot of adult traumas with the narc. So if you guys like this content, you like that I shared my traumas, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video, you guys, so we can grow. And also put your notification bells on so you guys can be notified every time I post new content like this. Bye, you guys.